Hello, everyone, and thanks for coming to this session, and good morning. I hope you have very good time. I know people are hungry, but bear with me. So my name is Arun Singh, and I'm responsible for the technical relationship between Oracle and SUSE. So I look after all the customer issues when support cannot handle, they throw at me. And when engineering, they can't figure it out whom to contact, they come to me. So basically, I am the gateway between Oracle and SUSE. And from many, many years, I'm managing this Oracle relationship on the technical side, starting from 2004. So it's a very long history, and I know people around both the pond, and the SUSE also, and the Oracle side also. So if there's any question or anything, you can throw at me. I will try to figure out to help to find at least honest answer. You may not like that answer, but answer will be very honest and very upfront. So, and sometimes people they like, sometimes they don't like. If they have a problem and then they are getting pressure from the top management, then they don't like it. Otherwise, they like it. So, and apart from managing technical relationship, I'm responsible for a couple of our packages like Aura Run, ASM Live, which goes as a main component for the Oracle server base in SUSE Linux Enterprise Server. So I'm a technical ground up to the bottom up. So I wear different hat depending on the time of the day, or maybe the month of the day. So, and with that, feel free to ask me questions. The more questions you will ask, it will help me to divert the flow in a right direction to help you to understand better.
Do you create the script that goes in etc.init.d to start up the Oracle?
Yes, that's the part of the Aura Run. So now I can talk later when I'll reach there.
And the package that script comes with.
Yes, I can explain the flow from where it enters into the system. And okay, it's working, so we are good. So agenda is very simple, introduction, and then SUSE component, then Oracle component, and then some tips you should know about managing or installing or handling the Oracle products on /15. I'm sure you must have seen information for 11 and 12, but 15, few things you should remember or will be very helpful.
Did Oracle release that product on 15? Is it fairly recent?
We certified that product in I think first week of March.
Oh, that
Yeah.
about a month ago.
Yeah. So it's very new. But what we do when we release our product, let's say we release our /15 last year in summertime. So during the release cycle, we work on the issues. We work with the Oracle to create a document which we call validated document, which lists you all the things which you can handle and without waiting for the Oracle product to come out. So what we do before Oracle comes out, we inform them about the problems so that when they release next update, they can take care of those problems. And one problem very recently I encountered, I can discuss when I will reach there.
Publish a release, something you send out that ahead of the Oracle release?
No, we communicate behind the scene with the Oracle. We publish document when our product is out. If you go to our document section, you can find the product based on whether it's a /12, /11, /15. So there we document all those things to avoid, things to follow. So I will point out that location also where you can get those documents. And before, it will help me if you can just give me a little bit of intro about yourself, then I can understand like what product you're looking, or maybe if you have a plan to upgrade Oracle product, that will be very, very helpful for me to at least understand and the flow. So we can start from here. Just give a little bit. I mean, you don't have to be very formal.
My name is Richard. I'm coming from HP. We are a big auto shop. which is start to deploy Oracle into the VM and AWS. We're looking to the automate Oracle and our installation process.
Okay.
Currently, we have some challenges because OIA run doesn't have all RPN they need to hardware. Go to Oracle website, get a requirement RPN, parsing the output, put that into requirement, do the installation.
Okay, that's good.
You say maybe 15 will take care of that.
Okay. So ADP, the Z-Linux is their platform.
Yeah, we also have regular.
I know because I have, in the previous session, I have met the people from ADP. How about you?
From Spirit Aerosystems in Wichita, aircraft manufacturer, not the airline. And we've got a mix of Oracle running SAP as well as just Oracle for other databases.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of seeing what it looks like on 15.
Okay, that's great.
I'm Victor Conculate with the state of Minnesota, Department of Natural Resources, and we have a pretty long history of Oracle on SUSE Linux. The main application is we sell a lot of wood, $1 million cord a year. All that financial data has to be tracked, millions of dollars through the system, through Oracle Financials, and then through the database. And originally it was running on Red Hat version 2, and I got it converted to SLUS 11, and that was not an easy, very difficult. So the last I heard, Oracle Financials was still only certified on SLUS 11 as of last year.
Oracle Financial, we are talking about EBS,
The what?
EBS Enterprise Business Solution.
Yes.
That is certified for SLUS 12. And
It is now. Okay.
yes, it is fully certified from last 3 months. So.
Okay, it's very
Yeah, I work directly with the product manager of EBS, which financial, and there are like 100 applications. So we all are certified for SLUS 12. We are good.
for templating. And then we have a number of old Oracle databases, even going back to SLUS 9,
I,
that we're trying to update. And I have it on a SLUS 12 Service Pack 4, and I'll have to talk to you about what happens there.
yes, and then I think the 12 will be a very good platform to bring all those applications.
15.
You wait for the 15, but bring everything on 12 first.
Yeah.
Then, because what happened, Oracle takes their own time to add new platform. So right now they are catching up, like financials. They are catching up from 11 to 12. It takes 3 years for them to plan and certify. Very long process. They have their own style, slower than USPS. How about you, sir?
My name's Joe. I work for SIG in Philadelphia. We just have a bunch of Oracle right now that runs on Oracle Linux. And I'm interested to see what it looks like on SLUS and how it performs here on Oracle Linux.
Okay.
I'm at ADP.
ADP, okay.
I own the Z-Linux side.
Okay.
So is Oracle now certified on X8, 390X on 15?
No, there's a catch there. 18 is supported on Z-Linux/12.
Right.
For the 15, they will take another cycle to bring like maybe Oracle 19 or whatever. I mean, they change the naming from 12 to 18 to 19. And 18, the thing which I can relate is basically based on the year, 18, 19. So they're going in a different pattern. So probably in next update, they will add /15. But at this point, Z-Linux and Oracle 12 and 18 is supported on /12, fully supported, yes. I mean, and 12 is very good platform. So, and 18, and maybe in few months, like by June, July, you will see 19 also. So these are basically service pack. They change the name, so it creates more confusion in the market. Yeah. How about you, sir?
I'm Kent. I work for Adient, which used to be Johnson Controls, and we made car seats, and we're a big Oracle shop. I was sent to this conference because we would like to start using containers.
Okay.
Containers with Oracle is an interesting question. So
Okay.
I hopefully you'll hear or you tell us something about containers today.
Yeah, actually, honestly, I won't be talking about the containers, But if you can send me your contact on my email, which you saw before, then probably I will connect you to the container team here. So at this point, Oracle products are like people they use on the virtualized environment, but the container is very much similar, but we have to catch up to that.
You won't put a database in a container most likely, but then I need to figure out how to communicate with microservices.
Yes, because Oracle database itself is a giant enough not to fit in anywhere. Forget about, even in virtualized environment, people struggle. Forget about containers. So my first priority is always leave them on real hardware. But people, they like to put it on virtualized environment, now containers. So that brings its own little bit small headache about managing the heavy database. So the container, you might look into, they have a small footprint like called Oracle XE, like a smaller footprint. You might give a try about that. That's a free version. So I will go in that direction rather than bringing their enterprise database. And if XE works, like it's very small RPM, not small, I mean like 1 GB or so. Small means 1 GB in Oracle term. So around 1 or 2 GB. So you can bring that and then see how much you can fit in that. And then if it works, then look for the enterprise world. Yeah. How about you, sir?
I'm working for the Swiss government, and I'm responsible for the SUSE, not for Oracle, for my personal interest.
Okay, that's good.
I work for the Swedish government. We use SUSECON
Okay.
but with some performance issues.
Okay. So if you have any specific question which I'm not covering here, feel free to shoot an email. I will try to answer myself. If not, I will try to find out the right person to answer, whether our side or the Oracle side, both sides. At least I have enough context to get that answer in a satisfactory manner. So with that, let's proceed to this. As already talked, we have many Oracle certified, and relationship goes back very old, like from SUSE 6, which I haven't seen, by the way. I started handling 2004. At the time, 9 was like hot, which people are still using. Yeah, so I started from /9, 10, 11, 12. Now we are at 15. So many years of handling. So but from then, now we have very smooth maintaining of the Oracle products, and the thing which I do, or I encourage other people, even partners and customers, when you do something, when you encounter problem, either report us so that we can document, or document yourself, and then we can put those documents on public website so that other people, they get benefit from that. So publishing a document based on your experience, or what all you encounter, how you manage those issues, is very helpful to other customers. So as you can see on the bottom, the Oracle products are certified for only enterprise server. So if you are using desktop version or any other variation of SUSE Linux, Oracle support may ask you to reproduce on server. They will help you to diagnose, but they might ask you to please replicate the problem on this. And same goes with virtualized environment. If you are using maybe the container, they're not going to say, oh, we are going to solve. They will ask you to produce the error or whatever issue you are encountering on real hardware and real enterprise server. From our side also, from their side also, they want to isolate the other factors involved in the problem. So don't blame them. And don't blame us. It's basically the nature of the support people working. They don't want to create your environment. They want to go to the easy route. Easy route is this one. And these two are main platforms supported by Oracle, x86, 64, that's where they develop their product nowadays. And Linux is a platform they developed earlier, many years ago. Sun was the platform, development platform. Now Linux is the development platform. And then they port on the other variation like Z Linux and Sun platform and others. Even AIX they support, but We are not going there. We are focused only these two platforms on the SUSE side. On SUSE component, like if you are managing or installing product, first thing you should look into what kind of storage you are looking. Whether it's a standalone server, then you can use XFS, which is a default file system for the Oracle on SUSE Linux. Used to be others before, but from 12 and 15, we made XFS as a default for the testing, certification, and deployment also. And then if you have NFS or any attached storage devices from, let's say, NetApp or some other vendor, you can use that also. That works as a standalone also, and for the clustered environment, both. And then Oracle has its own storage management, Oracle ESM. And if you have dealt with Oracle product, you must have heard that name. It's basically, you need that if you are getting into like clustered environment or rack environment, then you need Oracle ESM.
Why would you recommend not using like EXT 3 or 4?
It's not about recommending. The SUSE Linux, for us, like in /15, we are supporting ButterFS and the XFS. So ButterFS is for managing the Oracle, that OS-related issues. For the data, we want people to stick to the XFS, which is more stable and more tested and more robust and can handle bigger files than ButterFS or ext3. So for the database environment, it will work without any issue. But if you encounter an issue, then you can switch. Yeah, these are the, I mean, you can use ext3, 4, whichever you like. There won't be any problem, but these are the by default supported. And if you have OCFS2, if you have from the previous versions of /12, /11, that also works fine. You can use, and we support that for Oracle environment only without any extra cost. Even though this product, OCFS2, is a part of high availability, but for the Oracle related, we provide free of cost. So OCFS2 is free for the Oracle related use only. So not for any other purpose. So, but yeah, but Oracle ESM, NFS, XFS, but and raw storage from, I believe, from /11 onward, we stopped supporting. In /12, it was dropped. In /11, we carried as in a hybrid mode, and then 15, obviously, there's no scope. So, and now if you are installing SUSE Linux, first thing, if you want to have Oracle environment, then make sure that you pick this one here, Oracle Server Base. And at the install time, if you forgot or you decided later to enhance your existing /15, or same goes with /12 also. So idea, whatever I'm talking here will work backward also, /12. If not, then I will point out which one. And if you forget by any chance or you decide later, then you go to the YAS2 and then add the Oracle package from there. This, and that this will bring you the Aura run. And 2.1 is the current version, which we made it compatible with systemd. The previous version was not systemd compatible, so many I used to get like a not happy emails.
Talk to you about Service Pack 4 and systemd in your script.
Yeah, I can answer that right now. In /12, we made a choice not to mess up with /12 with systemd, but so we made the updated systemd goes to /15, but you can use you can pull out this and use backward. It will work without any problem. Just pull this package from /15 and use on /12. There's no issue with that. So we made a choice. We don't want to mess up, because if somebody is using SP1, we don't want to go and change the SP4 and then tomorrow it will upgrade. You know what will happen. It will break everything. So.
The problem isn't with your package. The problem is with systemd. That I'm having.
With the 2.1 in /15?
It'll run your script, but systemd will kill everything before it even runs your script.
Yeah, there is a.
It's like useless at that point.
Yes, and that happened when you are going straight using directly SQL Plus and you are managing killing, stopping, starting. That mess up the whole system, these slice issues, and that creates a problem. So we are thinking about solving that issue, finding a workaround to handle that kind of, that if you are going properly from system D services, it should be fine. But if you are entering in between using SQL Plus, which has no control and no knowledge of system D. So SP4 has issue about that because system D was not, Aura run with system D was provided only in /15, not in /12. So Aura run with the /12 is using the old style init script, system 5, yes. So that has some issues with system D because system D does not like, or the way it uses or translates internally, it's not very elegant. So we are looking into some options to manage that in a nicer way without killing or without stopping it. So it improves /12 in a different way, not putting backward this one. But you can remove the system Aura run from /12 and install this, and this should work without any problem from 15 to the 12. So what Aura run does, if we have use, is basically it does the task which you are supposed to do on your own, creating Oracle user, creating groups, DBO install, and directories, all for yourself. And if some packages are required, it will install for you. And if it misses anything, the Oracle installer will report you, and then you can go and install using zipper update the package name, and it will do it for you. And it sets environment variable as well. So it's a little bit handy when you are installing on many systems. For one system, it may not be that useful, but if you're installing on 10 systems, then it's pretty helpful. And here is the system D services. If you're using /15, this is applicable to /15 only. /12 does not have system D implementation of Aura run. And so then this will work, yes.
All right.
That is the exercise which should work because I'm the one who did those things, so I know backward it should work. But we don't want to go and change because the people, they have the older version and then we put an SP4 newer version and then it will create a different mess. So that's why we decided not to put in SP4 also, SP3 and 4. We thought, okay, let's leave it for the cleaner system, for the /15. If somebody wants to experiment, then they can do it on their own, but it will work.
Question. But based on this, normally we do Oracle installation, we create user account first before doing the Oracle install after that. So etc sysconfig Oracle, that doesn't exist at all. Or we create a system.
Which one?
On the bottom, the Oracle base.
This one?
Yeah.
This will.
When they do Oracle installation, right? So they have to modify that to reflect the Oracle home has been changed.
No. I mean, see, this is SUSE specific, Aura run specific, has nothing to do with the Oracle.
No, but my question is, when we install Oracle server for the DB team to use, we create a user account before all those Oracle components get into the system.
So
So we have a user account already created, right? After that, they come, they say, we're going to do automation, we'll install Oracle software. So when they install at the time, if you do 15, they may have to modify etc profile, whatever. So that has to be part of the process now, right?
yeah, so in /15 you can modify before installing the Oracle product. Then you are fine. So these changes what I'm talking. In case if you want to change the directory from the default OPT Oracle, which we use Aura run package, OPT Oracle, instead of OPT Oracle, you want to use, let's say, home Oracle or app Oracle, because app Oracle, I mean, database 1, database 2, you want to install in that fashion, then you can go and create your own, you can change, you can create new directory, whichever you want, home Oracle or app Oracle or whichever, and then you need to change these two files based on the directory, this one, because these tasks, when you install the Aurora Run, was already done for you, but when you are creating a new directory, you have to change, you have to set the directory properly on your own. And then you have to change in etc config also the Oracle base pointing to your new directory, because the old pointer is OPT Oracle, because if you don't change, then installation will use OPT Oracle, not the home Oracle directory. So you have to fix these tasks when you change the directory on your own. Otherwise, default OPT Oracle will go, which is part of the Aurora Run. And then in 15, if you use Aurora Run and if you install Oracle, the setup, we have broken the init script in two. One is Oracle setup, one is Oracle services. So setup will have all those parameters needed for the system. So that's where it will show only the system parameters. And the second one, here, this is showing the services part. So we have broken from, this is a deviation from /12 to /15, because /12 was init script, everything was in one shot. Now we have broken into setup. So you can modify your parameter, and you just change, you can restart your setup, and it will reflect the system-wide. And then you can stop services, start services, and this is /15 specific only. System, yeah, that's what.
System D.
Yes.
I could backport this to /12.
You can.
Since you're saying that I can't get /15 for.
Yes. So what you can do, you can download the Aurora Run package and then you can dump it. Then this will work. But that's between in this room only. Yes, it will work. And for the Z Linux also. And in Z Linux also, and you can use this Aurora Run. You can pull out from x84 if you don't have. Use ---- no dep or those, or ignore architecture you can install. So
Yeah, we know how to go.
yeah, so I know you people are Z Linux expert. So that was our Aurora Run component. Any question about other than pulling backward, which is confined to this room only?
Just a question on the backport. When you do backport, if somebody report case, what's going to happen with this?
With the support, yeah, that's the question comes into picture. I mean, there is no need. I mean, it's not that it's going to change too much. So as long as you know what you're doing, you're good.
Richard, we have to update the damn stuff for System D anyway. So, yeah, it's busy. At least this is at least their tested version rather than Monta's tested version.
Yes, so we do. This is fully tested, and
That's the difference.
it works. So, and we are still trying to figure it out without changing all this. If we can figure it out way to work the System 5 scripts in System D elegantly, which we haven't figured out so far because a lot of things goes behind the scene which we don't have control from the Oracle side. So if we can come up with a solution, I will document, but till then I will go backward.
Integrate the System 5 with System D under /12, because I can do a system control status Oracle on /12, and it shows me the status.
Yeah, so see, that's where the problem comes. What happens, System D from /12 emulates System 5.
Right.
So in emulation process, we lose control. So when you stop, System D gets confused. So here what we did, we changed those System 5 scripts into the System D compatible. So System D knows what is coming. So it does not emulate. Whatever we are asking is doing that much only. So that's the difference here. It's not that it's not going to work, or only thing is we are not leaving on system to simulate System D. We are telling, okay, break down in two parts, setup part, services part, and still if you enter from SQL plus start stop services, you might see different behavior. But if you go from proper system D, top-down approach, everything should be fine. And if it is not working, then it's a bug, and we'll fix that. So let's go on the Oracle side. So you can see here, I've removed the /10 because people still use /9, /10, but support side will say no, it's like long-term support, or maybe that also ended, I don't know. But recently SP4 also entered into long-term service, LTSS mode, like from 31st March onward. It's also, so /12 is the platform for if you want to maintain for next few years your server. I think this is a good one. And you can see why I am advising, because it supports 11, 12, and 18 all in like, you don't have to. But Aura Run is one thing. We are working on that to find a workaround for /12. We don't want to backport the whole thing. That will create like upgrade trouble for the people who are not aware of that Aura Run system D issue. So, but you can pull on your own and then you can use. And you can see the 18, this certification process is going. So it may take few months, maybe a month or two. By summer, we are targeting it should be done by June. So 18 will be available. Maybe if Oracle comes up with 19, we might get 19 directly. We might skip 18. So we'll see. Because summertime, around June, July is the time when they are going to release 19 unofficially. When they are very tight-lipped on telling any information, even to me also. I know the 19 is available on their hardware Exadata, so they are working on releasing for the x86-64 platform. So any question on this? Are we good? So that's what I was talking about, Xilinx. Xilinx is also fully supported on /12, all three versions of the Oracle. And here it will take time because control is with the Oracle, so we have no influence unless somebody, IBM or somebody goes and write a big check. So here, this is very important. Anybody from HPE from here? No? Yeah. Like on Friday, he found my email somehow and asked me, I'm having trouble installing Oracle on /15. I said, what is the issue you're getting? He was giving me different screenshot, and that has nothing to do with SUSE Linux. That's the problem. So this is very important. If you are trying to use /15 in Oracle product, go and modify this file and basically educate that Oracle software that default fallback is /12. Because /12 is supported. So otherwise what it does, it goes and it thinks it's Oracle Linux, and it does different thing, which we don't know. So if you guide the installer to fall back to /12, then you're good. So if you see this error, unexpected error while supporting unsupported OS, then go and check this file and change this or add this. Because by default, you will see like OL4 or 5, but changes to SUSE 12, then your installer will be basically on the right track. It might show, okay, this package not supported, this not supported, but it's on the right track. If you don't do this, then even you will find yourself in a different place which you cannot figure out how to get out. So HP guy, he found out me somehow, and then he asked me, I'm having this trouble, and then I asked him, tell me the steps. Then I pointed him to one of my documents, and then he said, I'm not doing this. Yeah, that's why you are having different outcome. So it's very important, whether you're installing standalone database or whether you're installing the Oracle RAC database. So you can see here. So in Oracle RAC also, like grid infrastructure, again, you will get the similar error. You can see on you are having grid installer 18C we are talking. So modify /12. The reason is when they release 18, at that time /15 was not available. So the Oracle product don't know. They know only /12. So you have to tell them, okay, go to the known product, which is /12. In their configuration file, they have information about /12, all the packages, kernel parameters to test and check. So that's why if you don't tell installer, it will fall back to Oracle Linux, which is different, slightly different, not the totally. So it will do different weird things. Totally weird, believe me, because I have seen that problem, and I was able to help that person. And when I pointed him to my document using that in the grid infrastructure, Monday morning yesterday, he tested, and at 4 p.m. he said, yeah, installer is working, everything is great and good. He wasted 5 days without this parameter. So very important parameter if you are installing Oracle product on /15. Basically, this is like a very critical. So if you are looking for the other component, or like middleware, so Java 1.8 is supported on /15. We have to basically request Oracle to support /15 because they're saying we want to discontinue this 1.8. But many of the Oracle product itself relies on Java as 1.8. So if you are looking for the future middleware, any product, let's say IDM or their Web Center or WebLogic server is very, very critical and is like very heavily used product. This one is part of, it used to be independent product, now it's a part of the middleware. So still you can use standalone, but when you go to installer in middleware, you can get that as an option to install. On the installation side, this is standard. If you are installing Oracle SUSE Linux, then you can select the available extension modules. So here are some of the modules you might be like base module 15 or desktop application. If you want to pull out some specific files from your desktop like GNOME and look the advanced one a little bit, that you can use. It's not required. If you just want to install Oracle database, it will work on the base /15, but you can add fancy things from those. And the legacy module sometimes is very helpful. Some of the, for example, like some of the tools are in the legacy module, so just add that. That will be helpful. Specifically, like some of the tools in NetTools directory is basically coming from the legacy one, so it's very, very helpful. And then you have application module also. This you can check. This, they come free with /15 anyway. So here again, OS, we don't care in Oracle environment is separate than the Oracle. And when you are using Oracle, try to use like ISV data and ISV and then XFS. And wherever you want to install home, OPT or wherever, or create your own directory. And when ORRN is installed, and if you log in as an Oracle, you will see these settings properly. And here you can see default OPT Oracle and this. This you can change the step which I gave previously. You can change the location and the directory depending on your own need, because you might like APT, Oracle APT, Oracle App, Oracle U1. But there are many variations people use in different companies. So, but OPT is like is kind of legacy coming from many, many years from the origin. So that's why we didn't change. But home Oracle is a good spot. Then you can change whole home as a XFS file system, and then you can keep it separate from your OS components. This is very important. Login as an Oracle, not as a root, because that's the first mistake people do. If you use root, then Oracle installer will detect and tell you, okay, go back and log in as a. And here, in the database installation, in 18, I think this is specific to the 18 also, 18 only. So here you will get in 2 notes, very helpful and informative. If you are using Oracle RAC or grid infrastructure, then this is very important. Use setup software only, not this one, create and configure everything on your own, all by itself. So this is very helpful, handy information here they have given as a note 1, note 2. let's say if you want to upgrade your database, then go to software only and then use the DBUA upgrade utility. People, they miss, they ignore basically. They don't read this. When you install, you see, okay, click, 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 and then you forget this one, that you're upgrading, you're supposed to upgrade software, and then you go to the upgrade tool or configuration tool in clusterware. Here, simple, server class, and then if you are adventurous, go to the advanced, otherwise typical is good for you. Yeah, in 18, not in database 12. In 18, this is very important. Software location does not give you a chance to change the location. So make sure that you are in a location where you want to install your Oracle, and that location should match to your parameter you set, Oracle home and Oracle base properly. Or else, this will point to somewhere else, your OPT Oracle home base pointing somewhere else. You will have non-working setup later. I don't know why they restricted this, but that's a stupid idea to do, but be careful about that trap. And rest is easy. And here, if you see any kernel parameter not matching, run this fix and check again. It will do it for you. So here's the script they create while installing, and then run this script, and then you're good to go. So here, it will give you a summary of everything installer did. Here you can save the response file. If you want to do the silent install later, you can use that file, and then you're good. It will ask you to run a couple of shell scripts in the root, and then you're good. Your installer is good. When you're done the Oracle 18 install, please do these two things to avoid the problem. If you reboot your server, you will lose, because by default, is in N, not start. So your database won't start in Oracle or a tab. So go and modify that before you reboot server. And then this is SUSE specific, this is Oracle specific. So in SUSE specific also, go and change this from no to yes. And then you verify Oracle home is pointing to correct directory, because Oracle 18 is a little bit weird on that location. So these are the three things you need to be very careful if you're installing Oracle 18 on /15 or /12 both. So here, when you install or when you're rebooted, you can see your Oracle is working properly. You can verify. Okay, if I don't know how many of you are interested in Oracle Grid infrastructure, but one of the requirements is to have a shared storage, whether you're using ASM or NAS or OCFS2. So make sure that you have a persistent disk booting. Otherwise, what happens, you install and next time you reboot it, disk location got changed and nobody can save you. So make sure this is working and you rebooted and still you're located correctly, and then proceed to the installation, or else it's a problem. It's very easy. Just follow these couple of steps. Your directory will be rebooted properly. And then in grid install, they have this run CLU verify. Make sure that you validated your nodes or in a cluster properly, and they have all the paths, whether it's a memory, RAM, they have like 50 different parameters they check. So make sure that it's done properly, and it's in like this is important, pre-cluster installation. And here there's a -fixup. If you put, they will create a script you can run, and it will fix all those things for you. And here is a screenshot for if you want to install the grid. Before installing the database, you have to install the infrastructure, the cluster infrastructure. And before that, you have to have your disk set up properly in a shared mode between the multiple servers. So do groundwork before you come here. And here, you can see here, you can see this error. In 18, and that's the error I reported back to Oracle last week. What happened in 18 on /15, OpenSSH updated like with the security fix, and that created a problem for the Oracle copying file, and Oracle installer was not able to copy file to all the nodes, and it's failing. And it took me almost 5 nights of working on this problem. So this has like a very expensive error.
Oracle is not the only company that this happened to, so there are others.
But when I informed Oracle, they're surprised. Okay, it's coming. In January, February, we did a security update for OpenSSH, and it did this security of SCP very strict, copying location and verifying. So this error will come. The only workaround at this point is downgrade your OpenSSH on a cluster where you're installing, install, and then upgrade. Then you're good. So window is very small for the installing, just only one node from where you are installing. It's not that whole cluster. One node, put that, it's very, very, very helpful. And I've reported to Oracle. Let's see, they might fix in next release, but we have a workaround. And then if you know the cluster, it will have the 2 different subnets. One is local, one is public. So it's like create a bonding if you have more than one network available in a server. So, and you can see here the subnet. This is local, this is like a public. And then you can here, you can see, you can configure ASM or ASM NFS, like their OCR, which is cluster registry, which keeps information about all the cluster node, and then they have a voting disk also. So those 2 informations are kept in ASM and NFS. They support only these 2, but for the data and other thing, you can use whatever, like OCFS2 or any other shared file system which is available. And here you can see when you're creating ASM disk, make sure that they have all the same size. That's the catch here. I mean, if you have even 1 byte is not missing, it's not going to accept. It has to have, I mean, create using those 2 like fdisk, calculating the same number. It's very picky about these things. And the space requirement in 18C has gone up. Earlier, you can manage in 30 GB. Now it's asking 90 GB. So make sure that you have at least like big enough to accommodate, or else you have to repeating the whole process again. And here you can see a couple of error. What you can do, fix and check and rerun, and then try to eliminate these or understand why you are getting those messages, and then ignore all and then proceed. Because sometimes these are the easy one, they will fix, and still few are remaining. Then understand why NTP is coming, why SM device, why a scheduler. So try to fix on your own and then rerun the installer. And then if everything is set, the setup is done. And then you can see here CVU is failing because of the couple of packages were not compatible, nothing else. But installer is done correctly. So here you can see, this is a screenshot of the same install. You can see like you can run their CRSTL status, and you can see all are up and running. So on the Java side, you can download their 1.80 and you can install. And Java is needed when you're dealing with WebLogic or Fusion middleware. Java is not required when you're installing Oracle database, Oracle product, because those products, they have their own Java version built inside. They don't ask you to download and install unless you have your own app needing them, your separate app than the Oracle. Like database has its own Java built in, and RAC has its own. So most of these apps, Oracle apps, they keep their own. So otherwise, you can download and install. And then we have Fusion middleware. Here you can install WebLogic server, which is key requirement for middleware for Fusion, any application. Here they keeps all the information, the database, and then it's basically the repository for other Oracle Fusion product. You can see here middleware, all the options. And on the tuning side, This is a very small subset of the tuning which we'll be needing. You will be needing more than this. This is just like an entry, a small window which you can see. Like storage file system, make sure that you have AOI file system set up properly, whether it's a set all or none. I mean, those kind of options you can check, and then do a couple of runs, and then understand where the slowness or the hang is coming. And then you can check your standard tool, IOStat or IOscheduler, and then you can select whichever suits best for your workload. CFQ is default, then choose deadline, noop, or other stuff. And then you can change depending on particular device also. You don't have to change the whole system. And small note about transparent huge pages are different than the normal huge pages. So make sure that Oracle has reported like performance degradation when you use transparent huge pages. So disable that using kernel parameter. Go there and say none or I think disable or something. I forgot the name. But go and look for the kernel parameter in SUSE and then disable if you're not using. And then put your redo log depending on the workload, because that takes a lot of cycle in Oracle environment. And you can create a report based on enterprise server, or you can configure, analyze, or you can use their built-in tool AWR, and then you can create snapshot and then go and review why I/O time is taking more time or CPU time is taking more time, and then analyze. And these are the command basically. These are the working command, and basically start your snapshot, run a workload, and then again a capture snapshot, and then analyze the difference between those two snapshots. And that is customized to your workload, basically. Because Oracle, by default, it captures information every 30 minutes. So unless you rely on that window or create your own window about this way. Here are the screenshot of basically running similar thing which I explained previously, and here is AWR. And all the slides will be available. I think after conference they are going to upload somewhere. If not, then send me email. I will send you in person. If you, like after SUSECON, if you cannot figure it out where to get, just send me, then I will upload somewhere. Okay, anybody using Oracle Cloud or Oracle in a cloud? Not yet, but yeah, we, at least it's me who created these two images for them as a pilot. So it was very big demand for that, like /11/12. So what we did, we are working with Oracle to create in OCI their next environment. So we were working with them to provide /12 and future /15 in Oracle Cloud environment, just like you can get in Amazon, Azure, and Google Cloud. Similarly, you can get in Oracle Cloud also. So at this point, these two are available.
And for SUSE, you can get an image in AWS?
Yes.
In Amazon?
Yes. In Amazon, Google Cloud, Azure, Microsoft Cloud, and we are working with Oracle to put SUSE image in their cloud also. So any cloud, we are trying to be cloud neutral. Whichever cloud fits your budget, your environment, so you can use SUSE Linux there. So just go there, get app, and then you're ready. It's basically Zen-based, but the next version they call OCI, Oracle, I think some infrastructure or something. So the next version is basically QEMU, the other version. But this one is Zen-based. The other one, the newer, this is older version, but still it works fine. You can use in Oracle Cloud. Again, same get app, and then you have to have Oracle Cloud account, which they provide free for in the beginning, like 1 month or something, 30 days, 60 days. Then you can test your image there. Like when I did, at that time I was testing a couple of like SP4 and at that time it was SP2. So you can see running, it captures public, private, and it works fine. For small footprint, maybe like container, those kind of things, it's very handy to test, but not for the real workload. No, I will stick to the real hardware and the real Oracle so that I can go and debug a little bit in a more controlled fashion. And this is updated this morning. I was in the rack document that includes the problem which I discussed in the beginning, which HP individual working with their service guard trying to make it compatible with Oracle rack. So this is added. So you can go and download this. They have all the information which I talked about, setting and everything. If you are trying to install Oracle product on /15, I will suggest get these 4 documents handy first and at least understand whether Z-Linux, it's not Z-Linux specific, but information will work on Z-Linux because everything is same, commands-wise and everything. Other than that, it looks different internally. So, and this is the location you can get the documents. And if you do Google like SUSE document on Oracle, you will get there. And little bit SUSE software location where you can get. And with that, we are done. Any question which I haven't covered?
Provide any installation instructions on headless installs, because I never use it to install. You know, just to install scripts rather than having to use a window.
Yeah, you're talking about the silent install? Yeah, so silent install, you missed in the beginning. When you are installing one time, do yourself. So what you can do, capture the response files, and then the next time when you do run installer or then minus response file, put that file, you're good. Because that is important, because that means you have tested before. So that's the always I advise. Create your own response file. Even though Oracle provide couple of bunch of response files, then you modify. But this way you have more control and it suits your environment. So create response file. When you do install, at that time before hitting the final window, you get a review. And the bottom there's a response file button. Yeah, capture that. Yeah. Thank you for coming and sorry for the delay in the beginning.